Hey everybody, who's out there right now? Typo. We'll start in a couple minutes, just give a chance to see if some other people are going to join in. Who's with me here? Yes. You can keep up, Jeannie, don't worry. Just do what you can do. You're at home, I'm not watching you. I can't catch you if you stop working. Hey Scott. Hey Laura. Yes, Laura, Joel, what? So good. Amazing. Sarah Watts. Amazing. Give it like another minute or so. See if anyone else comes in. Joey, J-Dog, what up? I left the dog out this time, so we'll see how that goes. Come over here. Come here. You can come through. Come on. There you go. Nice. Here's my beast. You gonna get in the way? If he goes crazy, I'll put him back in the mudroom, but we'll give him a chance. Nice. Go on your bed. Go on. You're gonna go and lie in your bed for this. Go do that. Go lie in your bed. Nice. Lie down. Lie down. Good one. Amazing. Some paws showing. Francesca, yes, so good. I love this. Amazing, guys. Okay, let's just start. I feel like people will come in, and this will be posted up on. I'll post the live stream after, just so there's not all kinds of stuff before the class starts. But we'll start in child's pose. So excited! Amazing, Laura, welcome. Yes. So we'll do child's pose. For those of you that are already out there, some of you I know have already been to one of my strength classes. So this is going to be similar, like a journey into power flow like we normally do at Power Yoga Canada. We used to do strength classes all across them. They didn't catch on everywhere, but I still do one at City Center. And it's fun. It's still, there's more dynamic movement. We might do some little bit of longer holds sometimes, but really my whole thing is just making sure that you're listening to your body and doing whatever fits for you. Like I just said to my cousin, like, you're at home right now, right? So I don't even know if you stop working, just do what you got to do. And yeah, push yourself to work hard, right? This is fun. It's going to work some different muscles. You'll definitely feel some muscles maybe tomorrow that you don't normally feel if you do this work. And just kind of focusing on core and tapas and really heating ourselves up without the heat panels from the studio. Yeah, child's pose, please. You're all right. Wondering who the hell I'm talking to? Yeah, you stay. I just realized I'm not mic'd. Give me a second for that. Give me feedback too if anybody. I was gonna move my Melanie Watts, Anisha, yes. I'm gonna set it up this time a little bit different than yesterday with a bit of an angle to the mat. I just think that maybe you can see what I'm doing a little bit better with that. So please give me feedback, comment on it if it doesn't work, if something was better yesterday or whatever. If you were here for yesterday, please let me know. Okay, can somebody just confirm that the sound is still good while I'm back here? Somebody, yes, sound is still good. You guys can hear me okay? Anybody that's still next to their computer and not in child's pose? I just want to know that you can hear me before I go. Sound is good? Awesome, thanks guys. Cool, okay, so child's pose. Knees nice and wide, big toes touching. I'll give a little bit more cues today than usual, maybe if you're at my class at the studio, just because I don't know who's out there and maybe they don't know exactly what's going on. So really settling your hips back onto your heels. You can rest your forehead on your mat. Just allowing yourself to land here right now. Whatever's happening in your house, wherever you are, just trying to keep that off your mat. Give yourself this next 60 minutes to move. To heat yourself up. And through our breath, through the flow, we're connected with each other, whether we're stuck in our living room or wherever it may be. A few breaths together. Inhale and exhale. Do that again. A big fill, a big empty. One more. Fill your lungs up. Pick up your core. Pull your belly in. Sit a bit deeper onto your heels. Come up onto your hands and knees, so tabletop. And then you'll curl your toes under. Lift your knees a few inches off the mat. So this is floating tabletop. Spread your fingers and press down into every knuckle. And then activate here. So your legs are working, right? Like the inner thigh muscles pulling the bones. Your glutes are working a little bit. And Uddiyana Bandha. So the bandha is in yoga. That's like the locks, the muscle locks. And the Uddiyana Bandha is your belly. Scoop your belly button up towards your spine. Yeah, feel that activate. Hook it up towards your ribs, really engaged. Yeah, just stay here. Breathe in. A little shaking is okay. Starting to build some heat. Do 4 more breaths. In. Really press the floor with your hands. Soften your shoulders together on your back. Inhale. Exhale. Full breath. Squeeze muscles to bones and then release your knees down. Inhale to cow pose. You'll look up, point your tailbone up. And then cat pose. You press the ground, round your back. Scoop your tail down. So cow, tailbone up, look up. Your belly kind of drops down. And then cat, scoop your tail between your legs. Engage Uddiyana Bandha, your core. Do that again. One more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Tabletop, your neutral spine. We'll do half hydrant pose, okay? So it's like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. It's the only way really to describe it. Lift your right knee out to the side, yeah? Flex your foot, and then really come up really high with your knee. If you want to, you can come onto your right fingertips. Give yourself more space. Lift your knee higher. Really lift it up. Get your core working. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift it higher. Press your heel out so you're straightening your leg towards the right side of the room. Lift your ankle a little bit higher. A little pulse at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down. Inhale to cow. Look up and exhale to cat. Round. Press down. Do that again. Cow. And cat. Neutral spine. Do the other side, half hydrant. So the left knee comes out to the side. Option to come onto the left fingertips for a bit more space. Your core, your Uddiyana Bandha, that muscle core pulling in. Lift the knee as high as it'll go, and then you can press out through the heel. So a straight leg. Spark your foot. Get right to the top of that range of motion. Little pulses at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down. Breathe in. Cow. Breathe out. Cat. Again, cow. And cat. Your tabletop, neutral spine. Lift your hips back for downward facing dog. Hips go back. Press down into your heels. More foundation here. So really getting grounded through the hands and feet. Spread all 10 fingers. Lift them up. Press the knuckles down. If you can see your heels, draw the inner ankle back. So getting into the 4 corners of the feet. Outer ankles ground to the floor. Your big toe mound, your pinky toe mound, press them down. Get the stretch through the back of your body. Just aware that not locking out the joints. Soften them. Knees and elbows. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3-legged dog. Feet together at the back of the mat. Lift your right foot up. Bend your knee. Stack open the hips. So be careful. The right shoulder will try to pop way up. Maybe keep the right shoulder down in line with the left. Your core, Uddiyana Bandha, pulls in. Lift the knee. Flex your heel towards your glutes. Squeeze it in. Big breath in. Lift up. And then release. Switch sides. Left foot goes up. Bend your knee. Then lift the left hip up over the right. Spark your foot. Really get that opening through the hips. Stack them. Drop down the left shoulder blade if it's popping up. A couple more breaths. Inhale. Wiggle out your toes. Move out your ankle. Take a big breath here. And then release. Down dog. Pedal out your knees. Just walk out your dog. The way, not too close. Come up onto your tiptoes and then shift forward. So the wrists and the shoulders are stacked. Yeah. So not back here behind your wrists. You want to be over top of the wrists on your tippy toes. Lift your right foot up to the ceiling. Stay on your left tiptoe. So keep that activation in the bottom leg, activation in your core. Uddiyana Bandha. Keep the heel high on your right foot. Breathe in. Breathe out. See if you can go any higher. Squeeze your core and then release. Stay on your toes. Other side right away. Left foot up. Tippy toes nice and high on the right heel and then lift through the left heel. Stay with the shoulders over the wrist. One more big breath. Lift up and release. Really good. I feel like I can sense that you guys are working. It's good. It's good. Step to the top of your mat. Ragdoll. So your feet are under your hips. Just grab the elbows or the biceps here. Let your upper body dangle down. In this class, it's again, I don't like the word hard. I never use that. It's challenging, right? There's definitely a bit more challenge here sometimes. Especially talking through it the whole time. And just challenge yourself, right? Especially here at your own place, your own practice, whatever you need, take it. But just be aware of the difference between wanting to rest and not wanting to work. Always rest when you need it. Balanced action. You work hard, you challenge yourself, and then some of you challenge yourself by taking more rest. Balance the work, balance the practice. And as soon as you're ready, you start working again, more fire. Whenever there's space for that. Fingertips to your mat. Big toes touch. And come up to a flat back. Lengthen your spine. Fold. Extended mountain. Reach to the ceiling. Spark your fingers. Come up onto your tiptoes. Just a couple breaths here. Your tippy toes reach for the ceiling. Spark every finger. Go even higher on the toes and then release. Hands to heart center. Oh, you're missing the top half of my head. Let me just do that quickly. You stay there with your hands at heart center. Should be a little bit better, hopefully. Yes. We'll start with 3 ohms, yeah? Take a big breath in. Okay, now we flow. Reach your arms up. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Lengthen the spine. Chaturanga Dandasana. High to low plank. Yeah, step back. Lower down, low plank. You can be on your knees if you need it. Upward facing dog. Lift your chest forward. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Foundation. Your hands, your feet, your core. Press. Pull in. Breathe in. Soften the joints. They're not rigid, yeah? Fluid. Fill up. Empty out. Up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Pause here. If you can, hop to the top of your mat lightly. Flat back. Lengthen. Fold. Extended mountain. Reach up. Option to come up onto your tippy toes. Option to knock over your lamp. Fold forward. Chest to thighs. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Lift your thighs off the mat. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Ujjayi breath. It's fiery. Audible breathing through your nose. Again, fill. Press down. Lift up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Eyes forward. Drishti. Focus. Hop there. Flat back. Lengthen. And fold. Look to your belly. Squeeze in. Extended mountain. Reach up. Look up. Lift your heels. And then fold, hug chest to thighs. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana, step or shoot back. Upward facing dog, thighs lift. Downward facing dog, empty out. Building some heat here, in. And out, tapas, the fire. Through your breath, through your engagement, your focus. Press your heels down. Lift up onto your toes, bend, empty, hug in. Fly forward, flat back. Fold. Extended mountain, reach up, lengthen, lift the heels. Fold forward, hug in. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana, step back, lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. One breath in. One breath out. Lift up onto your toes, bend, look forward. Hop or step there. Flat back. Fold. Extended mountain, go up, lengthen the body. Fold, hug into your legs. Flat back. Chaturanga Dandasana, step or shoot back. Upward facing dog, shoulders back. Downward facing dog. Right away, onto your toes, bend your knees. Last one here, hop forward, flat back. Fold. Extended mountain, reach up, go back, lengthen your upper body. And then fold, hug in. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana, shoot back. Upward facing dog. Child's pose. Flip the switch. We rest for just a moment. One of the skills of yoga, just like controlling the nervous system, right? You find yourself agitated, you work hard, and then moments to unwind. Moments to soften. Let go of some of that heat. You purposely build it, and then you purposely allow some to release. Together, breathe in. Together, breathe out. Do that again. Full inhale. We press back onto the heels. Tabletop. Downward facing dog. Hips back. Lift up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Hop to the top of your mat. Flat back. Fold. Utkatasana. Stay. Lift the heels as an option, yeah? So again, if you have knee injuries, if you feel unstable doing this, then don't do what I'm saying. That's not a good idea. If you feel strong, it took me a long time to feel strong in my legs. There's the beast. Buddy, get in your bed, please. Go to your bed, please. Go to your bed. What are you doing? You can't lick the camera. What a goof. Sit down. Good boy. Yeah, so heels lift up. Feel that. Sit down into your seat. Core muscles strong. Chest lifts higher. Take a breath in. Maybe sit a little deeper. One more big lengthening breath and then fold. Chest to thighs. Halfway lift. Lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana. Step or shoot back. Upward facing dog. You're being a good boy. Downward facing dog. Right foot warrior one. Start with your feet grounded. Four corners down. Sink into the front knee. So squaring the hips, yeah, your hips don't open towards the side of your mat. You want to draw the right hip bone back, left hip bone forward. Sink down into the lunge. Arms up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your options here, lifting the heels again. So it can be just the front heel. That's going to bring some new stabilizing muscles in. Keep that inner thigh scissoring. Right hip back. Option left heel lifts up off the mat. Take a big breath. Lengthen. Stay here. One more big reach. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side. Warrior one. Sink into it. Breathe in. Find your lunge. Square your hips. Left hip back. Reach up. And stay. Again, my left knee, I have some arthritis. I had some surgeries on that, so it's a bit different, right? I can still lift the heel. It took a long time for me to feel safe doing that. Don't do things that make you feel unsafe. Don't do anything that feels like there might be instability in your joints. That's not the point, right? Back heel can lift, maybe. See how it feels. Squeeze the inner thighs. Lengthen every vertebrae of your spine. Big breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow it out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a big inhale together. Sigh it out. Do that again. Inhale. Just let some of that go. 3 breaths together. In and out. Really soften the joints. Stretch the legs. The shoulders integrate. Inhale. Exhale. Onto your toes. Bend your knees. And we flow. Hop forward. Flat back. Fold. Chair. 1 breath. You can lift the heels. Fold. Halfway lift. Spine long. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow through. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior 1. You can lift 1 or both heels as you reach up. Lengthen the body. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow. You can float your right toes. See what happens. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side. Press. Reach. Heels can lift. And Chaturanga Dandasana. Left toes can float as you go. Upward facing. Thighs up. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Keep your breath. If you lose your breath, if it becomes labored, slow down. Take rest. You can be in child's pose anytime you need to. Drop to your knees. Have a sip of water if that's what feels good, right? But just do it because you need it, not because you don't want to work. Press down. Lift onto your toes. Bend your knees. Hop or step forward. Flat back. And fold. Chair. Heels can lift. Lift your chest. Fold. Halfway lift. Long spine. Chaturanga Dandasana. Step or shoot. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot. Warrior 1. Press. Reach. Lift the heels up. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow with your breath. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Left side. Press. Reach. Lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana. Breath to flow. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Lift onto your toes. Bend your knees. Hop forward. 1 more. Lengthen. Fold. Chair. Fold. Flat back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior 1. Press your feet. Reach. Lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Left side. Last one. Make it a good one. Lift your heels. Reach your fingers. Chaturanga Dandasana. Move with your breath. Upward facing dog. Child's pose. And slow your heartbeat. Slow your breath. It's tension and release. Strength and softness balanced in your body. Work hard. Challenge yourself. But don't think the work is hard. It's different. It's as hard as you make it. Success and failure are your own experience. Let's have fun. And work. Tabletop. Downward facing dog. Let's do a few leapfrogs. This might make my dog go crazy, but we'll see what happens. So you walk about a third of the way up your mat. Your feet are touching. It's not thuds. We don't want that, yeah? We want light hops using core and like option to start to go higher. Do about 10 hops at your own pace. Make them as light, as gentle as you can, and then meet in child's pose. Keep the core strong. A couple more. And child's pose. Slow your heartbeat down. So it's like another skill. You make your muscles stronger. You make your nervous system stronger. Put it at ease. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more really long breaths. Longer exhales. Fill up. Empty. Tabletop. Downward facing dog. Hopper step to the top of your mat. Flat back. Fold forward. Chair. Twist. Yeah? Hands at heart center to start, and then hook the left elbow on the right knee. Palms pressed together. Leverage the twist here. Press. Draw the right shoulder back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep the spine long. Deepen your twist here. We're going to move into crescent lunge twist. So the only thing that has to move is the left leg. Upper body strong. Core, shoulders. Lift your left heel. Step your left toes back. Crescent lunge twist. I missed my mat. Keep the twist in the upper body. Keep the lift here in the back heel. So not letting it dip back, but drawing it up and over the toes. Breathe in. Twist even deeper. Option here is flamingo pose. So you actually shift the weight forward a bit, bend the back knee. Imagine like a lawn flamingo. A couple more breaths. Inhale and exhale. I don't know who makes up the names. I just find them on the internet. Breathe in and then release. Come back down. You'll move to warrior two. Yeah? Take a breath in. Sink a little bit deeper. Really find the lunge. Yeah? Nice and deep. Oh, my mic's connected. Nice and deep in the lunge. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Really reach out through the fingertips. Soften through the shoulders. One more. Inhale. Press your feet. Flip your palms. We're going to move here. So reach your arms up over your head. Straighten the legs. Palms together. And then warrior two on the exhale. 3 more like that. Press and lift up. Lengthen the body. Warrior two. Two. Go deeper. One more. Press. Squeeze the inner thighs. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Flip and go back now. Lengthen the side of your body. Reach back. Extended side angle. Option here. Right elbow on your right knee. Fingertips on the ground. If you have a block or a water bottle or a dictionary at your home, whatever you need to use, you can put something under your fingers. Left fingers reach up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Couple more here. Catch your breath. Fill up. Lunge a bit deeper in the front knee. Top arm reaches up over your head here. Palm facing down. Keep your bottom hand down if you need the support. If you want more core here, arms reach forward, both of them, yeah? Imagine you're holding something over your head. I always say a beach ball, something squishy. Squeeze it, yeah? So difference than just putting your arms there or activating arms and shoulders. 2 more breaths, lengthen. Squeeze your big beach ball. Take another breath, 1 more here. Chaturanga Dandasana, step. Lower down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Step to the top of your mat. Flat back. And fold. Chair. And twist to the left. So again, shoulders not rolling forward. Draw them back. Integration. Keep the chest up off the thighs. You're not dumping down. You want to keep a lift, a lengthening. My right knee's popping forward. Draw it back. Yeah, square them off. Inhale and twist. Couple more. Squeeze. Bring out the spine. 1 more breath in. Breath out. Lift your right heel. Lightly step back. Crescent lunge twist. Yeah, so just that right leg has to move. And then catch the back leg. Draw it forward. Lift it up. Breathe in. And twist. I don't feel safe doing flamingo on this side, but if you want to do that, try. Lift your back foot up and you can bend your back knee. Keep the squeeze. Don't play around with unstable joints. Keep them safe. Keep them strong. Yeah, lengthen the back leg. Deepen the twist. Warrior two. Open it up. Nice long stance. Challenge yourself there. Come into the front knee. Keep the muscles hugging into the bones. 5 breaths together. In and out. Press your feet. Keep your lunge. Pull in. Lift through the crown of the head. Take a breath in and out. Hold here. And on the inhale, flip your palms, straighten the legs and reach up. Warrior 2. 5 like that. In and out. Press your feet. Reach. Lunge. 2 more. Deeper. Last one. Stretch. Reach. Warrior 2. Flip and reverse. Peaceful warrior. Long side body. Extended side angle. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Always making sure that the front knee is above or behind the ankle. Yeah, you don't want to be here in front. Dangerous. Be careful. Keep it behind if the knee feels weird. Breathe in. Breathe out. Top arm forward. Palm faces down. Bottom arm forward. Keep the side of your body lengthening, lifting up off the front thigh. Breathe in. Gently twist towards the ceiling. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Big breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow through. Upward facing dog. Child's pose. Just 3 breaths together. Inhale. Make the exhale long. Do that again. Fill. And empty. 1 more. Full breath. Pour it out. Tabletop. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Come forward to a high plank. Spin your heels to the right, your left arm up, so side plank. A little bit of a different variation this time. So take the hips high. Your top leg will come into a tree pose, yeah? So do it above or below the knee, please. Don't put your foot on the side of your knee and press down into it. Bad idea. Above or below. Lift up through your hips. Gaze up to your top hand. If you can't stabilize this, then just drop the bottom knee. Do any version of side plank that fits. Take a breath in. Breath out. Lift higher. High plank. Keep that leg in tree right where it is. Switch side, yeah? So your bottom leg, it's the same leg, but now it's on the bottom, is in tree. Press your foot up into your leg. Lift through your hips. Feel that obliques, like the side of your body, new muscles firing up. Take a big breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana, flow. Keep your leg in tree if you want. Up dog. Let that go. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Lift up onto your toes. Ground your heels. Stretch the backs of your legs. 1 more time. Lift up. Ground down. High plank. Side plank. So facing the same way we just ended, yeah? Other side. So your heels to the left. Right arm goes up. Set up. Top leg in tree. Press up through the bottom leg. Lift up through the hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take the pose higher. Lift, squeeze. High plank. Keep your leg in tree. Other side. Bottom leg in tree. Lift up. If this knee's on the ground, who cares? Perfect, right? And if it's not, feel that squeeze in the obliques. Find lift. Stretch out through your fingers. Flex your feet. Big breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Come up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Step forward. Flat back. And fold. Feet as wide as your hips. Fingers to toes. Forward fold. So you scoop up your big toes with your peace fingers. Just let go of the weight of your head. Really do that. Shake your head of yes and no. You can take this pose with a huge bend in the knees. If you want to just rest your chest right on your thighs, that's a nice option. Just breathe. Tension and release. You're definitely building the tension. What are you doing to create release? Where can you soften more? Where are you holding on to something
in your physical body, maybe in your mind that's distracting you. It's making your practice less than it could be. Just be aware of it, let it go. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Release your feet. We'll set up for bear pose. This is one of my favorite. I love this pose. So good. So your feet are a little wider than your hips. Start with that, parallel to the edges of your mat. Okay. We'll start in supported bear. Palms flat on the mat right in front of your feet. So palms there. If you can't get that far down, you can do this on blocks. Do what you can. If it's fingertips, it's fingertips. Okay. But we're going to squat. So that might help you get the palms down. Big squat down. Yeah. Feel that. Like thighs parallel to the floor. If you can get that low, that's great. Go as low as you can if you can't. And then feel this. You're going to wiggle your chest in between your thighs here. Start to squeeze and activate the legs. So my legs are shaking already. Squeezing my inner thighs to my ribs. Hug them in. Uddiyana Bandha. Don't forget that, right? So your belly button to your spine. That's your legs. You want to start getting the arms now too. Press your knees to the backs of your triceps. Find that connection. Press your triceps back into your knees. Yeah, really get the muscle to bone, like isometric. Nothing has to move to work here. Press down, pull in. Option to lift up through your arms. Full expression, arms reach forward. Upper arm bones lift towards the ceiling. 5 breaths together. Inhale. And exhale. Press your feet. Squeeze your inner thighs. Scoop the pit of your belly and then reach with your fingertips. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last big breath. Lengthen and release. Hands down first and then hips up. Do it in that order, yeah? Release. And just pedal at your knees a little bit. Feet hip distance apart. We'll do gorilla pose. So palms go underneath your feet, right? Soles of your feet stand on your palms. It can be on the tops of the feet if you have that mobility. It can be on the blocks. Whatever you need for that. Let's get that stretch. It's a nice stretch through the wrist. And of course, breathe. If you lose your breath, you've lost your yoga practice. So take rest until you find it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again. One more. Release your feet. Toe heel them back to touch. Up to a flat back. And fold. Sweep all the way up. Take eagle on your right side. So your right arm under. Back a bit here. Right arm under, right leg over for eagle. Lift your elbows up nice and high. We're going to move here, yeah? So if you want to just hold eagle pose, hold it for a while, yeah? Or flow here with me. Take a breath in, lift the elbows. Hinge forward, sleeping eagle, elbows to knees. Take a breath in. Really squeeze elbows to knees. Feel that. Elbows, knees, thighs, biceps, squeezing. Another breath right here. Hug nice and tight. And then unravel to airplane pose. Let that go. Your bottom foot at 12 o'clock. Fix it if it's angled. Press the heel back, lift up your back leg. Take a breath in. If you want an option here, you can bend the back knee, reach for your ankle for a bind. Kick into your hands. Yeah, this might not be available to everybody. If I try to look at the camera right now, it definitely won't be available to me. Find your drishti, your focus, wherever you are. Breathe in. Breathe out. Half moon or straight into sugar cane. Chalpasana, if that's in your practice. Half moon, you take the left fingers down, right fingertips up. Use a block if you need it. Support yourself. If you fall out, you just set it back up and you begin again, yeah? Don't give up just because you fell out. That's not the end unless you make it the end. Keep beginning again. Take a breath in and release, fold. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Sweep all the way up. Take the left side, left arm under. Left leg over. That hug to center line. Biceps, thighs, core. Pull them in. Sleeping eagle on the exhale. Option to stay in standing eagle the whole time if that feels better. Hug in really tight, a couple of breaths. Find the connection. Press, pull, and hug into your center line. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Unravel, airplane pose. Reach back. Yeah, lengthen. Feel your collarbones lifting forward as you draw back through the shoulder blades. Take a breath in. Option to bend the back leg, play with maybe a bind. One hand, two hands, whatever you've got. If you get a hold of it, kick back into your hand if you can stay a hold of it. And just begin again. You just start over. Don't take too long if you fall out. Don't take too long if it's not what you think is perfect. You just start over and try again. Let it fit for your body, whatever fits. Take a big breath in, empty, and then open, sugar cane or half moon. Focus your eyes to one spot. Looking down might be more stable. If you want to challenge it, look to the side, or even more, like look up, see what happens. Take a breath in, take a breath out. One more biggest, fullest expression, and release, feet together. Halfway lift. Fold. Sweep your arms up to the ceiling. Take tree. So tree pose. Ooh, where are we? There we are. Option for the kickstand, right? This is a great option. It's really stable if you need stability. Inner calf is another option. Not an option is pushing the side of your knee. Don't do that. If you can get it up above the knee, that's another option, yeah? Play here. Hold this. Hands at heart center. Cactus your arms, so do that. Arms cactus, and start to lift up. So your shoulder blades drop and back, start to lift the center of your chest. A little back bend here. Press into the floor. Lift up into your core. Find a big expression in the upper body. Take a full inhale, full exhale. Last one right here. Reach, stretch, and release. Switch sides, tree, other side. One side might have different mobility than the other, yeah? See what happens. If you can't get your foot up into the inner thigh, don't fixate on it. Never fixate on something in the practice. If it doesn't work today and it worked yesterday, who cares? Let it go. Like you can try again if it's inspiring. If you're trying again and you're getting pissed off, then don't try again. Do something else that's more inspiring, yeah? Cactus the arms. 3 breaths to back bend. Start to lift up and back through the chest. Integrate through the thoracic. Tips of your shoulder blades. Pull into your spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last full expression here. And release, hands to heart center. Reach your arms up. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Step your right foot forward. Triangle pose. However you get there, if you want to flow through some other poses. Land here. Legs are straight, yeah? Not hyperextended knees. Don't want to do that. Little micro bend. Keep the work in the legs, not the joints. Take a breath in. Draw the top shoulder blade back. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to move into broken triangle here. So option for a block, or you can have your hand, if you can get your hand down to the mat. This bottom foot, the right foot is going to come out to the side of the left side of your mat, yeah? So on the outer edge of your foot, this is broken triangle. Don't dump into your hips, right? Keep the hips lifting, engaged. Option here, like fiery option, is to lift that foot off the ground. Press forward through the heel. 2 more. Breathe in, look up, lift up. Stay for your breath out. 1 more big lift and squeeze. Chaturanga Dandasana, flow. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Step your left foot forward. Triangle pose. Trikonasana. Legs are straight. We're here for a couple of breaths before we move into broken triangle, so take it on. A block is great. You're just trying to create openness, right? Never dumping, never crunching into the body. Find space. Find length. Big breath in. Big breath out. Reach your fingers up. Draw that top shoulder blade back. Take another breath right here. And then set up for broken triangle. Again, this can be on the block. If it brings the floor closer, that might make a big difference for some of you, yeah? If your arms need that stretch. On the outer edge of the left foot, pinky toe side. Option, 3 breaths here to lift the foot, feel core, feel integration, pulling into the center line of your body. Breathe in. Uddiyana Bandha, big lift through the hips. Chaturanga Dandasana, flow it out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. Full exhale. Shift forward to high plank. Okay, options here. You can come onto your belly and rest. That's an option. Do that if it sounds amazing, yeah? Or forearm plank. Take rest if you need it. I always say the pissed off forearm plank isn't the option here, right? Do what fits. Option on your knees. If you need knees down, do that. Or straight body, yeah? Don't hike the bum up too much. Keep it in line with the shoulders and the heels. Activate core. So press into your forearms. Palms flat, not fists, not prayer. Do flat palms. And then scrub the elbows back towards the toes. Scrub the toes up towards the elbows. Like you're trying to wrinkle your mat in the center, but not doing it. Just pressing, squeezing. Uddiyana Bandha. So hug in. One more. Inhale. Elbows to toes, toes to elbows, and release. On your belly. Belly flop down. Take one cheek to your mat. And rest for a moment. Really let yourself rest, yeah? Feel your heart beating. Take water if you need it. Just feel that, like slow down your heartbeat for a moment. Making the most from the moments of rest. Switch your other ear down to the floor. And for some of you may be irritated that we're just not moving for a second. Amazing. Your work is just not moving for a second. Have some compassion for your body. Let it recharge. We will work again in just a moment. Take a big breath in. Really let that go. Bring your chin to center. Arms will reach up over your head. Lengthen through your fingers. And then we're gonna lift up, superhero pose, yeah? So imagine you're a superhero. Lift yourself up, lengthen like you're flying, yeah? So arm bones lift. Shoulder blades draw back. So you're not like reaching and crunching the biceps up to the ears. Feel that space between your earlobes and your shoulders. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Lengthen from fingertips to the tips of your toes. Take one more lift up and then come all the way down. One cheek to your mat. Sway your hips from side to side. Locust pose, arms reach back. You can take a bound locust actually, so hands at the low back. If you can't get them bound, just reach your fingertips back in a regular locust. Come up. Flex your feet down this time, press through your heels. Different stretch. Shoulder integration, pull back. Lift up, take all of your muscles, pull them into your bones. See if you can go any higher up in the pose and then let it go. Come all the way down. Windshield wipe your hips. You can bend your knees actually. Windshield wipe your feet. Side to side. Okay, do this. Cactus your arms. So imagine like a cactus. Yeah, you're going to put those palms on the mat, elbows bent. Set your legs up in a diamond shape. So your feet are touching and then your knees come as wide as you can get them. Like Supta Baddha Konasana, if you know that pose, the same for your legs. Chin at center, and this is skydiver pose. So we're gonna lift this up, yeah? Press your feet together, lift your knees and your legs off the mat. Keep your knees wide and then elbows lift, shoulders hug onto the center of your back. 5 breaths, inhale. Exhale, core is engaged. Support your back, squeeze Uddiyana Bandha. Stay here, take another breath in. Another breath out, one more big lift up, and then release all the way down. Windshield wipe your legs. Let it go. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Upward facing dog. We'll hold upward facing dog, so don't rush through it this time. Just hold here for a few breaths. A nice stretch. You can sway your hips from side to side. Make sure your elbows aren't locked out, right? Micro bend the elbows, not hyperextending. Space between the shoulders and the ears. Take another breath. Lift your thighs. Downward facing dog. Really good. Pedal out the knees. Step to the top of your mat. Come down onto your back. Set up for bridge pose. If you need some rest and you have a block, whatever you need, you can take a supported bridge, right? This is an option. We're going to work in bridge here in a second, but just a moment, if you want to rest, put the block under your back, can feel nice for a release there. Yeah, and what we're going to do is we're going to come up. So get your heels in close enough to your bum that your fingertips can graze the heels, yeah? And then lift your hips up. From here, bend your elbows. So you're going to hug your elbows to the sides of your body, like robot arms. Imagine ground your triceps. Get your shoulders together under your back. Really press the triceps down. Keep your fingertips facing up. Keep the robot arms. And then come up onto your tippy toes. So we're in bridge, grounding the robot arms, lifting through the hips, on the tips of your toes, and then lift your right foot straight up to the ceiling. Do that, yeah? So press up through the heel. Drive your hips higher from there. You're still on your left tiptoes. Yeah, breathe in. Breathe out. Take a lift higher. Come all the way down. Stay on your tippy toes. Go on the other foot. Just 3 breaths, yeah? Flex. Press your triceps. Lift your heel. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Go even higher. Flex your foot. And then come all the way down to the floor. Let your knees fall from side to side. Really good. Just release some of that low back work. We'll go back up, take bridge again. Bridge again on your tippy toes. And then we're gonna alternate sides this time. So on your inhale, lift the right foot up, press through the heel. Exhale your right foot down. Don't rush, left foot up, lift. And the exhale takes you down. 3 more on each side, right? Stay on your tippy toes and left. 2 more, right? Flex, push the heel up, lower and left. Flex and press up, lower. Keep your hips high. Last one, each side. Keep your glutes working, your core. Left one, go up and release all the way down. Good. Knees from side to side. Okay, we'll do 1 more back bend. We'll leave this yogi's choice, yeah, whatever you want to do. I'm going to do what we just did in bridge in wheel pose. So I'm going to go up and I'm going to alternate legs. Don't do that if you don't feel safe doing it. Do whatever you need to do. It can be supported bridge. If you want to take Supta Baddha Konasana because you're pooched out, then do that. Come up. See where you can go. You never know what is possible until you try. Keep working here for a couple of more breaths. Really strong legs, strong core. Squeeze in and lift up. Take 1 more breath in and release. Come all the way down. Supta Baddha Konasana. The soles of your feet together, your knees wide. Right hand on the belly, left hand on the heart. You slow down. Find your breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again. Full breath in. Full breath out. Last one right here. Open your mouth, let it out. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Okay, let's do this. I don't normally do any crunches in the strength class, yeah? Crunches are great, don't get me wrong, but we don't need them necessarily anyways. So we're gonna just do 1 here. We're gonna lift up. Put your palms on the tops of your thighs. Yeah, press your palms into your thighs and then press your thighs into your palms, right? So nothing moves, but there's a ton of work happening, isometric work. And then lift the shoulders a lot. So ribs to hips, crunching up, obliques core squeezing in. Press palms to thighs, thighs to palms. Feet are flexed. 3 breaths. Inhale. Ribs to hips. Keep that lift. Shoulders draw down the back. Squeeze in. Stay for the breath out. 1 more. Lift and hug in, and then knees to your chest. Make some circles clockwise. Let the low back. Make contact with the floor. Go the other direction. Counterclockwise circles. Take your quick hips in this class, yeah? If you want more hips, tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., I'm doing a deep flow live stream. So show up for that. Today, we're just going to do a quick fiery one. If you think that you're desperately in need of like a half pigeon, go for it right now. It's not going to be for too long. Right ankle on top of your left knee. So we'll take a thread the needle variation. It's a little bit more fiery variation, yeah? So you're going to lift up through the hips, like you're in bridge with your right ankle on your left knee, essentially. Yeah? Bring those robot arms back. Keep the activation there. Press the triceps. So hips are lifting up. Right knee is pressing down towards the floor to keep the stretch more active. Really ground your triceps. Press your right knee towards the floor. Press your hips up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Really ground your skull. Yeah, get that neck bunda, the neck lock engaged, supporting the neck. Go higher. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your core. And release. Come down. Knees from side to side. Come back to center. We'll set up the other side. Your left ankle on your right knee. Thread the needle. Ground the triceps, robot arms, and then lift up. Yeah, really get up through the hips. So this knee, you're not pressing it down physically, but you're actively, energetically pressing the knee down on the left side, lifting up through the hips. Ground down through your triceps. Take 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. More lift, more opening through that left hip. Take another big squeeze as you go higher, and then release down. Knees from side to side. We'll finish up here. Not finish up, but one of the last poses. We'll take sleeping bear. Yeah. If you want a headstand, go do a headstand by all means. I'll workshop headstands soon in a different class. Today, let's not do that. Maybe, yeah. So waterfall is an option. So waterfall, you just take a block. If you don't have a block and you have a towel, so this is another option. Just something to kind of support the tailbone a little bit, lift it up. Makes it so you're not using all your leg muscles to hold them straight up. That can also be a block instead of a towel. Not too high up. It shouldn't feel gross. It should feel like a nice release in the back muscles. So this is waterfall. Your arms kind of just fall beside you. Sleeping bear, you take the arms up as well. Yeah. And it's not lifting up and taking the shoulder blades off the mat. You want the whole shoulder on the floor. Hands and feet are just kind of soft. Yeah. Just a few. We're not going to be here long. Just letting yourself wind down. Close your eyes at this point. Really starting to slow your nervous system, slow your heartbeat. And if you're in a headstand, then like keep that fire going, right? Whatever is happening on your mat, meet that energy. In. Out. Let your arms come down. Keep your knees over your hips and just bend the knees. Yeah, let your feet kind of dangle. You can wiggle your toes, turn your ankles. Bring your feet down to your mat. Remove the block if there is one underneath your back. Get that out of the way. Extend your left leg long and draw your right knee into your chest. Finish up with supine twist. Draw the right knee across your body over to the left side of your mat. You can cactus your right arm. Keep that shoulder, keep both shoulders on the ground as best you can. Really lengthen yourself deeper in the twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Come back through center. Bring your hips to center. They might have shifted over to one side. Left knee in. Pull it in and then draw it across. So your left arm is cactused on the ground. Right hand can help to guide you into that twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, guide yourself a little deeper. Big side body, low back, opening stretch. Take a breath. Stay here. Back to center. Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. Right hand on your belly, left hand on your heart. Close your eyes. Scan your body, find where there might be some last little bits of tension there that you can let go of for your Shavasana. Yeah, do this. Challenge yourself to find something about your body that you appreciate after this practice, something it did that made you feel strong, that surprised you. It's gratitude for the strength you have in your body on your mat. Don't glaze over that. It's important. Big breath in. Big breath out. Shoulders off the mat. Take a big squeeze. Big breathe in. And then release. Shavasana. Yeah, if you've stayed with me this long, don't give up now. Yeah, take the last pose. It's important. It's letting your body land, letting your nervous system land. Take deep rest. You don't have to do anything. You probably don't have to be anywhere. So just let yourself be here. If you're not here, you're really not present at all. Your work in corpse pose is just creating stillness, cultivating that sense of ease, thing that has to be happening. It's not stopping your thoughts. That's impossible. Your thoughts will try to pop up. You're human. How much attention do you give to them? If you find your attention on something that's not right here, then you come back. Just the pose, the release, sense of ease. What can you do in this moment to get more from your yoga practice instead of letting your mind take you somewhere else? Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take a full body stretch. Reach your arms up over your head. Lengthen from fingers to toes. Roll through fetal position. Come onto your right side. Without rushing, take your time. Come up to a seated position. Keep your eyes closed, yeah? Sit up tall. Hands at the center of your chest. And we'll finish our practice with 3 ohms together. The reason we ohm, it's just a sense of completion, new beginnings. Not necessarily religious at all, just a way to feel connected, yeah? It's letting our ohms ring out wherever we are, connected as community as one. Take a big breath in. Om. Your thumbs to the center of your forehead. And the fire in me acknowledges the fire in each and every one of you, whether you're with me right now or you're watching this later. Thank you for joining me. Together we bow and we say, Namaste. Thank you, everybody. So glad whoever's out there, I'm going to come and check the conversation in a minute there and see what's going on. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., I'm going to commit to doing live streams every day just because I want to keep my body moving. And yeah, I've been intending on creating this YouTube channel for a long time. And obviously, we don't want coronavirus to be around. It's kind of a horrible situation we're all in. But I'm here to create content and help you guys. Tell me what you want to hear about. I'm a nutrition and wellness expert. I want to talk about stuff that's going to keep you guys interested and staying healthy and fit during this time that we're all having our unexpected unpaid vacations, some of us, yeah. So yeah, check me out tomorrow morning. Follow the channel, please subscribe to it. Hit the notification bell so you know whenever I'm going to be live streaming. I'll try to set them up a bit in advance so that there's a notification that comes out for you guys. Tomorrow morning, deep flow, like the opposite of what we just did. Still a journey into power flow, modified in the opposite direction for more space, more stillness, and more stretching, yeah. So hopefully I see you there. And yeah, my dog, if anyone knows this dog, Mr. B, come here. He's like passed out unconscious. I was expecting him to be all over me. Yeah, come on. You're like being the best dog. Unbelievable. Come over here. Yeah, what a good boy. I can't believe how good he was. Only one camera bomb, eh? Cool. Nice one.
Oh my God. I can't believe Jackson did it with you, Mel. That's so good. And Sophia, what? Yes, Janelle, thank you for joining me. Michelle, what? So good, guys. Yes, so these live streams will get posted. I will once I go off, YouTube creates a video for me, and then I'll post it up online. And yeah, just keep following, guys. Just keep staying tuned. And if you guys want something specifically, please let me know. I'm happy. Obviously, we got all the time in the world for me to do whatever the hell you want me to do for you. Yeah. So have an awesome rest of your day. And yeah, I think the puppy cameo, we'll try to see. Some days it will not be quite as smooth as that. I have a suspicion. But yeah, I obviously don't want to put him in the mudroom if I can avoid it. It's heated and he has a gigantic fluffy bed and water and food and toys back there. So we don't have to feel bad if he's not around. But yeah, awesome. Have an awesome day, guys. Mom, you were here too. Yes, my mother was here for this. I don't know how much of the flow she did, but I'm happy she even watched it or did any of it. Amazing. So good. Bye, Mel. Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you soon.